Okay, we'll start. Deepakanandji, you want to start the Tri Mantra?
Okay. Namo Vitragay.
Namo Vitragay.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihatanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loye Sava Sahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukaro.
Eso Panchana Mukaro.
Savapa Vappanasano.
Savapa Vappanasano.
Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim.
Mangalanam Cha Sarvati.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, we had talked about in the previous one values. Okay, you guys have vacation. Did you think about values? And now, what values you want to take to school before we start today's topic on normality? Anybody?
No. No.
No, Shivan? How about Shoel, Chris?
No.
Okay, what values you going to take on the 12th in the school?
Books.
I'm sorry?
Don't you want to be sincere in your school? Working hard,
Yes. Working hard and focused.
playing more games, less games, playing on your computer or on your gadgets, your mom's cell phone or your cell phone.
So, what are the values you're going to take for August 12th to school?
Start studying hard and play less video games. Study harder.
Good. What else?
Harder and put more effort in school and then focus more.
Yes. Talk a little bit louder. I'm deaf, a little bit deaf.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so that is, yeah. So what about your personal value? You're going to do 3 mantra before you go to school?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, in the car, we do it before we go to school.
I'm sorry?
We do it in the car before we go to school.
Okay, good. So that's one of the values we have to always keep to go. And then also when we sleep, we should always have that values. Anything else, Deepakanandji, before we go to normality?
They already said they would be very sincere in their studies, work hard, and they will play games, they will play less computer games, less phone games. We will see that also how it makes us abnormal, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Let us talk about what does normality mean. Before you go, Shivam or Shobhu, Chris, you know what normality means?
When you're normal.
Is what?
When you're normal.
When you are normal.
Yeah, what does that mean, normality?
Normality is like being normal or like being ordinary.
Okay, go ahead.
What is abnormal or below normal?
Abnormal means you're more normal than others. or you're less
Please,
normal.
can you talk loudly?
Abnormal means you're less normal.
Is what?
Abnormal means you're less normal.
Yeah, but what is abnormal? When let's say example, when are we abnormal?
When we don't do what we usually do.
Bingo, that's great. And how about above normal?
When we do what we usually do.
Above normal. When you excessive. Above means excessive. You know, when you do something excessive, like if you were to study but you are working on your toys or gadgets in excess, that is called abnormal. Just like a temperature. What's the normal temperature of the body?
98 degrees, 90, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So if you have 100 degrees temperature, what is that?
Fever.
That's above normal. If you have 92 degrees temperature, what is that?
Below normal.
Yeah, that's right. So now, Deepakanandji explain more now, since we know a little bit definition, normal, abnormal, below normal. Let's do how in everyday life we can be in normality.
Okay, so first of all, we will try to understand what is this normality and those stuff around about. You said it quite correctly. I was just going through the dictionary and other stuff. So, a quality or condition of being usual, regular, or common, accepted by all without any objection or complaint. Like your mom, your parents, they accept you, your school accepts you, what you do, then you're normal. But when you create problems, then you're not normal. Further, as Radhi uncle said, a condition of perfect health, as it is indicated by our body temperature. To be more precise, our body temperature, normal temperature is 98.6. So any temperature higher is fever, any temperature lower is not fever, but it is a condition of extreme danger. I will just try to tell you, one of my friend was sick and his condition was really going down. His body temperature became like, I will say 70, 65. You know what is that condition? That person is like almost dying. This was because of some infection, but then they administered antibiotics and other medicines, and they brought the temperature back to 98.6, normal. So that's what we normally don't think of, a condition wherein the body temperature goes less. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But under such a condition, it can go less than normal, and it is a very dangerous condition. So a perfect health without any pain or discomfort is normality. Okay, we'll go further. As you have said, abnormal means anything that is not normal is abnormal. When your mom, your dad, your teacher, your friend shout at you, raise an alarm, or scold you, then understand that you're not normal. Because when you're normal, nobody is going to complain, nobody is going to shout at you, nobody is going to tell you anything, right?
Right.
So, when you are behaving, then your mom and dad will not tell you anything. Anish, Sohan, Are you hearing? Are you listening?
Yes.
Very good. I like you guys. I have got all these guys. Very smart people. Okay. So normality in life is like being natural. Is, as Dada has said, it is the very essence of our life and living. And of course, that is naturally goal of everyone, because this normality in our life helps us attain happiness. You all want to be happy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we must focus that we must become normal in life. And when we are normal in life, nobody will complain, nobody will shout at us, they'll be happy with us. And when they are happy with us, you will also be happy. Right? We go further.
Right.
You know, when you, when we don't follow the 9 codes of conduct, do you know the 9 codes of conduct?
Oh, yeah, we forgot about. Can you, Soil and
Never
Chris?
mind. We will recite that. Okay.
Yeah, let
Soil,
the
would you
Soil and
say?
Chris his
Chris,
assignment to do the 9 diamonds.
Yeah. Okay. So number 1, please bless me that through my mind, speech, and body, I do not hurt a living being.
Go ahead. You decide all 9 of them.
Please bless me that I do not hurt the beliefs of any other religion or faith and respect everyone's belief.
Please bless me that I do not say bad things or show disregard to teachers, preachers, monks, nuns, or anyone I learned from.
Please bless me that I do not dislike or hate any living being.
Please bless me that I do not speak harsh or hurtful language. I want to speak soft, sober, soothing language, even if someone else is speaking harsh, hurtful, egotistic, or language.
Please bless me that I love and will be kind to everyone. I want to be sincere and moral in all my dealings.
Please bless me that I am not addicted toward one type of food or I want to eat food balance of things.
Please bless me that I do not utter untrue, adverse things for anyone's in presence or absence.
Please bless me with such an infinite inner strength so that I can be helpful to others. Let one and all attain happiness and harmony.
right. So, as Dada has said, when you are living with these inner 9 codes of conduct, imagine when you are living with these qualities, would you be normal or abnormal? When you are living as per the 9 codes of conduct,
You'd
would
be
you be normal or abnormal?
normal.
That's what. So Dada has given in just these simple 9 codes of conduct. When we pray this, we decide to be like this. So that's how it is going to make our life normal. And further, he supplemented in short that I will not hurt anybody through my thoughts, words, and action, mind, speech, and body. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anyone through my thoughts, through my words, through my speech, and through my action. And when we are doing this, or when we are done, then we become free from all weaknesses. And when we are free from all weaknesses, that is when you're normal. When you're normal, you'll be happy. So it is said, when you're normal, you're natural, and that's how you'll be happy. Now, just imagine, just look around. not here, but when you go outside, you see the gardens, you see the forest, you see the trees, plants, animals, creatures, and those glittering things in the sky during the night. Do you ever see them?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
planets and all of those in the sky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, just think, are they natural or unnatural?
Natural.
Natural.
See how clearly and with confidence we are saying that yes, they are all natural. Are they fighting with each other?
No.
No, they're not fighting. But it's like uh, one animal is other animal's food. Like how we eat vegetables. Don't we eat vegetables? Don't we cut vegetables? Don't we cut fruits? Don't we eat fruits?
Yes. Yes.
So they are not fighting. They are not hurting. But that is the food. And they just don't do to hunt the animal. You understand?
Yes.
The people go for hunting because they enjoy hunting. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
Huh. So that is what these plants, trees, they're all natural. Now, okay. And you know they how they coexist happily, and that's why do they look wonderful? They look good.
Yeah.
The animals and creatures. Now just imagine, do they take bath every day?
No. No.
Just imagine, they don't take bath, they don't even groom themselves, go for a haircut or like that, and see how nice they look, how beautiful, how natural, how wonderful they look. The reason they are natural, right? Now, you know, when you went on vacation, you must have gone to see mountains, you must have gone to see rivers, oceans, lakes, and of course skies everywhere. Do these things look good? Do these things look great? Mountains, rivers, oceans,
Yes.
and are they all natural?
Yes.
That's the thing. Because they are natural, we like to see, we want to go there, and we kind of experience peace and calmness, and that's how we feel happy looking at them, being with them, right?
Yes. Yes.
And of course, this is not out of nothing because they all are natural. They never cross their boundaries of normality, right?
Yes. Yes.
And do we cross our boundaries?
No.
No.
If you don't cross your boundaries, then your mom and dad never have to shout at you, but they sometimes have to shout at you, right?
Yeah.
That's where. So now we want to find out why exactly others shout at you when you're not doing, when you're not performing as you are expected, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And why do we do that? It is said that we have, I don't think so, you kids are very smart, you don't have any inner weaknesses. You have inner weaknesses, bad habits,
No.
watching television, watching cartoon, playing games on your iPad, on your phone, smartphone. Is it there?
Yeah.
That's what, these are inner weaknesses, and that is the reason we are not happy. We are fighting and we are all suffering. Let us see that you feel that you are happy, but if you are happy, if you are doing something right, then your mom and dad would be happy and they would support you what you're doing. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, further. You know, you have a body.
Yes.
Yes, we all have body. Our body functions, you know, our breathing we breathe, the food you eat, the body digests it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you have blood that circulates in your body,
Yeah.
right? Then you have the brain functions, right?
Yeah.
Now these activities, breathing, digestion, circulation, and brain functions, is that natural?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You don't have to do anything. It works of its own, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what. It is natural. Now, think you're dealing outside, your interaction outside. Like if you have brother, you have your parents, you have other elders in the family at home. Uh, are there problems sometimes?
No.
Nope.
Don't you have differences? Krish and Soil,
Yes.
Anish and Sohan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, when you have problems, then you ask yourself, am I natural? Am I normal? If you're normal, can you have problems?
No.
There you are. So our life is wonderful. You know, we have soul inside, that's the inner God that you all know. And that has great power of knowledge, infinite knowing power. And it can make us understand everything what we come across, what we encounter. So our internal body functions are natural, but our outer social interaction with friends, brothers, other family members, at times it is not natural. And can we say that those abnormalities are because of our inner weaknesses?
Yes.
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 It is little difficult, but think about it. Without inner weakness, you will not have any problem outside, right?
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And one thing, you know, when you deal too much, spend too much time on machines, this cell phone is living or dead?
It's living. No, it's dead. It's dead.
Hey, so Manish, you're a great guy. You're thinking, huh? I like it very much. So, what do you think, Krish and Soil and Shivam? These gadgets are living or they are dead stuff?
Dead.
Dad.
Right. So, when you deal with such stuff more, then you lose your sensitivity. In the sense, your heart doesn't grow. In the sense, you become less sensitive. You don't feel for others when you deal with machines a lot. So when you play a lot on these, using these machines, then what happens? You lose human touch. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it's like, just imagine Soil and Krish, you are sitting together. Soil is playing on his phone and Krish is playing on his phone. When you both are there close, then you try to play some games together instead of playing computer game. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you are alone and you have nobody to play with, then you can consider that, okay, you play with the machine, right?
Yeah.
When you deal with living person, then we grow, we understand, we have the opportunity to understand each other, and that's how we learn. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So today there are problems, people cannot get along with each other, is because of this. They don't interact much, they keep what do you say, playing with the machines. Do you understand?
Yes.
So machines are good, you use them for your work, but don't play with them a lot. Because when you play with them, instead of playing physically with people around, then you have that human touch. And with human touch, you get to learn dealing with people. And that's how you learn the art of getting along with people. Isn't that good?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dada said. So these machines and all these, they don't make us normal. They make us abnormal. So we must think when you spend time playing on these machines. Okay?
Yes.
I have a
So
question. I have a question.
yes, please.
Earlier you said our breathing, our body is normal breathing, digestions and all that stuff. But
Okay.
we get headaches. We sometimes get tummy pain. So
Good question.
why is that? You guys get
Yes,
sometimes headaches or tummy pains?
right. So, there's a good saying, it goes like this: nothing comes from nothing. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
Without a cause, nothing can happen. So, only when you are not eating properly, you're not resting properly, then that is where your body is going to hurt. Body will become uncomfortable. You get headache, you get tummy ache. Sometimes tummy makes funny noise.
Yeah.
Have you felt this anytime?
Yeah.
That is when you don't eat appropriately. When you don't eat correctly, that is when your stomach starts making funny noises. Then you have to take medicine, go to doctor and all that stuff. So, did you hear of a physicist, a scientist called Stephen Hawkins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
When you go to the higher standard, you will learn. He explained and he came to know about Big Bang, that is origination of the world, and black holes, and he had image of the universe with a good amount of truth. And he said that his success story was he understood from what he saw. He learned and understood from what he saw.
What does it mean?
What it means, yeah, come again.
What does it mean?
Yes. So what it says, we come across so many things in the world, but we must have that understanding so that we learn from what we see. Did you understand?
Can we ask them if they went on vacation? Did they learn anything?
Oh yeah. What did you learn from your vacation? I'll just give you an example. I'll just give you an example. Just a moment. Give me little time.
Oh,
Moment.
what is it? You said it before. Like if you have no one else to play with, then you go to your electronics, and but if you do, you can play with them.
Right, but there are other games which you can play also yourself.
Yeah.
But these machines, wherein you're not using your intellect, you understand? When you
Yeah.
don't use your intellect, it makes you uh, dull. That dullness will come in you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So wherever games are intelligent games, then it's fine. And you have a time out that okay, you'll play for this much time only. I know the kids go to their backyard and they play the basketball or some other game. So you can do that. You understand?
Yes.
But you must be having some friends around or you don't have.
No, I have
I have
friends.
friends.
Yeah, friends.
Okay, then you can, when your dad and mom come, spend some time with them playing. Tell them, okay, half an hour only. That's good for them also, and it's good for you. Okay, so this is what is important. We have to learn to understand from what we see.
Did you ask them what can we do? Guys, you went on
Yeah,
vacation. Is
so
there?
I wanted to tell you something. Very typically, what you learn from things around when you see. So it says that, when you visit oceans and lakes, you see the waves, you listen to the waves in the ocean, you scent the water. Do you see that?
Yes.
It gives you stillness. You feel good. Have you gone and seen some rivers, flowing water?
Yes.
Yes.
Water, when the water is flowing, it never stinks. But when the water stays idle for a long time, it starts stinking.
Yes.
So it teaches us we must keep flowing in our life, keep moving in our life, should not get stuck on anything, right?
Yes.
Okay, you must have visited some mountains and hills and must have gone to have a trekking also, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, can you move the mountain anytime?
No.
So that it teaches us the mountains makes you firm, and it makes us very strong mentally. That you should also be strong like mountain. Nobody can move you, nobody can shake you up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how vast is the sky? Small,
No.
wide, or very wide? How much? What is the vastness of sky?
Wide. It's big.
It is said it is infinite.
Yeah.
What you see is the blue sky, which is reflection of the water, of the ocean water. And sky accommodates and accept everyone. So when you when you're on vacation, of course, sky is everywhere. Wherever you go, there is sky. But we don't have time to look at the sky and understand. But this is what there is sky, and it teaches you to accept the way sky accepts everyone, gives space. Sky gives space for accommodation. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So when you see sky, it teaches you that you also accept others. You also learn to accommodate others. Isn't that good? See, like, if Soil accommodates Krish, if
Yeah.
Sohan accommodates Anish, Anish accommodates Sohan, how wonderful it would be. Shivam has to play with Baba and other people, mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
So the way the way when you accommodate others, it is they feel good. That's how you live a normal life, accommodating others. So this is the benefit of traveling. On vacation, when you go, you see mountains, you see rivers, you see sky, you see ocean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Further, the basic principle of learning is when you go on vacation, you see so many things, and when you see, you learn. And the best thing, when you meet and deal with people, you learn the most. Machines will make you machine, but when you deal with people, they really teach you. You will learn to handle different people with different temperament, with different type of ego, different quality of ego. People have different kinds of ego. Do they have different level of ego? High, strong, powerful, simple, accommodating, different types of ego, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What is ego?
Ego, I am Krish, I am so on, I am Anish, I am Shivam. That is ego. And then you don't tend to accept others. That is big ego. And you feel I am big, I'm your elder brother. So that is still bigger ego. So what we have to say that when you meet people, you see them, you deal with them, and you get to learn so much. So again, to live normally and happily and uh, amicably with all, you have to interact with people. So when you come and interact with people, then you learn how to deal with people, and that's how you will have a happy family, you will have a happy home, you will have a happy community, a happy nation, and of course, a happy world. But
But you know, in
charity,
that one, what happens, we get, when we interact with people, we get upset, we get angry, sometimes we cry. So, do you guys do that? Sohail, Chris, Shivam,
So
right? You get
me,
angry.
yeah.
So, Deepakan, that is not normal. How can we be normal?
no, that's fine. Situations do arise. But what we do when you write something wrong in your journal, then don't you correct them?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, same way, when you come to know any mistake committed by you, mistakes can occur. You don't want to do it, but it just happens. But you need to correct them. And when you correct them, like how uh, you change your clothes every day because they get dirty during the day. You take bath every day because you get dirty during the day, right?
Yes.
So same way in dealing with others, when you get angry or you end up hurting others, then you have to correct yourself. Okay? Okay. So you know what our inner weakness is does? It makes us hurt others. We live with ego and we hurt others. And we never seem to take care of others. This is because of our inner weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
And when we live like this, when we live like this way, with such insincerity, hurting others means you are not living with sincerity and honesty with others. Because this is violent. When you hurt others, isn't that violent way of living?
Yes.
Yeah. And when it is violent, can we consider that as natural? Violent way of living, can it be natural or unnatural?
Natural.
It's like when you hurt Krish, is that natural?
No.
Yeah.
Is-
No.
Because when you live naturally, then you are happy. So when you hurt others, it is an insincere way of living. When you don't take care of others, it is insincere way. You don't take care of other people's feelings, other people's suffering, at least at home and your friends. Then this is where you become abnormal. Understand? And
Yes.
that's how it makes us suffer. So natural living would always make you live happily and peacefully with your own self and with others when you live naturally. Okay, sometimes your one hand is hurt, so you cannot do things with your right hand, let's say, and your left arm helps you do your stuff. Understand?
Yes.
Sometime when you got hurt, let's say, so you cannot use your right hand, but you use your left hand to do certain thing. Then does your right hand tell your left hand, thank you so much?
No.
No.
Why?
They can't talk.
What? Because of what?
Talk.
Huh?
They can't talk.
I didn't get. Well,
They
They
can't.
can't talk.
they can't. I didn't get.
They cannot.
Sorry.
Talk.
They cannot talk.
They cannot talk. No, not that way. But just imagine that if the both hands can talk, I got it. Very good. So if your left hand is helping your right hand, then the right hand doesn't have to thank the left hand. Why? Okay, imagine if it can talk. Will it thank the left hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you comb your hair. Does your hair tell your hand that, okay, thank you so much for combing my hair?
No.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because hair is also yours and hand is also yours.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
But if some certain time soil helps you, Krish,
Yeah.
soil helps you, and uh, how would he feel if you don't tell him thanks? I mean, you don't thank him for what help he gave you. Won't he feel bad?
Yeah.
That is where now why these hands are not saying thanks to each other, and why you have to say thanks to each other. Are you one or you are different?
We're one.
When you are one, you don't have to say thank you,
Yeah.
even if you help. And it's like, sometimes you scratch your ear with your finger and you get hurt. You beat your hand. Why did you hurt me?
No.
Why? Because it is your hand only. So certain time, if soil hurts you, crash, then you will not feel bad because you are one. But when you feel bad, inside you are not feeling that oneness. And when you don't feel that oneness, that is where you are not normal. And when you are not normal, it is going to hurt you. Did you understand?
Yes.
See, although you get hurt scratching your ear, but you don't blame your hand for that suffering, right? But if it comes from soil, you may feel bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
But slowly, when you understand that you are one, you will never have any problem,
Yeah.
right? See, this is so wonderful thing Dada has taught us. So, the very fact that we are humans and we are also natural like other beings, so one who is natural is supposed to be normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Dada Satsang teaches us wonderful things. You know how to be positive, cultivate positive understanding in difficult situation, in some annoying situations, by some of the things what Dada has said. Shall we go through it?
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's say, Dada has said you are whole and soul responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, uh, okay, one more thing. You know what it is said, what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
So if you hurt others, then it's going to come back to you. Okay? So to live a normal life, happy life, you should see that no one is hurt by you. You recite the 9 diamonds, it is going to make you normal. And a normal person is always happy. Okay? Okay, so today's central theme, how will you cultivate normality in life, is by following the 9 diamonds. See that no one is hurt. We all are natural, but we have inner weaknesses and we need to correct them. So whenever you see those weaknesses, correct them. Okay? Feel sorry inside and correct yourself. Okay? This is how from inside you will become normal, and that's how from inside you will be happy, and that happiness will come out in your interaction. Right?
Yeah.
So, Shivam, Rajni uncle, what are we doing next?
Yes, can we do 2 minutes of Asim JJ Karo and then show him and Alish will do the 3 mantra?
Okay.
Shivam, you are ready?
Yeah. Dada Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Everybody loudly.
Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asim Jai Jaikar ho.
Dada Bhagavan na Asima Jai Jaikar ho.
Okay, thank you. Shivam and Anish, can you do the 3 mantra to end?
Sohan and Anish,
Oripagaya.
Namo Vitragai,
Namo Hariyantaram.
Namo Varihantanam,
Namo Sitaram.
Namo Siddhanam,
Namo Ayariyaram.
Namo
Namo Ayariyanam,
Loya Sahuram.
Namo Vajrayanam,
Eko Panchanamukaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro,
Sovapawa Panashiram.
Sauvapavapanasano,
Mangalayam Yaso Vaisim.
Mangalanam cha Sauvesim,
Varaham Vare Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Nano Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Shivaya. Jai
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Wonderful.
Thank you all for coming. And now next time will be on after the long weekend. And Shivam, please prepare the 9 code of conduct. And Soham and Anish, you will do the Asim JJ Kara, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. So thank you everybody. Thank you, Deepakanandji.
Thanks. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.